how was it for you to kind of communicate a lot with your client, pitch your ideas, and establish your company with Japanese language?
Well, I mean, the establishing part was the tough. Like, I needed to have help from a lawyer. Everything is all, written in Japanese. It's all kanji. Everything has this very, very sort of feudal, old tradition and language, not just Japanese language, but like a dialect of Japanese language for just, business and legal. And something that I don't think, even if I studied Japanese properly, I would really understand it. And that's sort of like a huge friction point, is that, I have had to deal with like, should I have, properly gone and studied Japanese before starting my business? I studied it before a bit, and I thought I was confident enough that I could come into it, especially if I was going to be working freelancing and working for an agency. But starting my own company, I knew I was heavily under-equipped for it. But then thinking to myself, how long would I need to study Japanese before I'm at that level where like I'm good, as a CEO of a Japanese company? And I figured I don't think there would be an end date, because I'd be stuck in this cycle of, have I hit every part needed there? And, of course, with, the whole point of the optics and the presentation, if you don't have it right, you might as well just tell you to switch to English. And it's like, well, am I going to put in 10,000 hours? I'm going to put in 50,000 hours, and when's enough? And I just figure like it's such a weird paradigm to be in here, which I know that it's important because it's the cultural language there, but at the same time, it's in the way. And I see a lot of Japanese businesses struggling to go abroad because their English is not great. And so there's this sort of a isolationism in here. But, I digress. For me particularly, a lot of my touch points at the government and corporate side of things have been English speaking, and they've insisted on that. So I'm seeing a big turn happening here, and I'm seeing a lot more English speaking startups coming out here, and a lot more emphasis on facilitating English there. So it's a weird feeling for the foreign startups over here, that they don't know where they stand on that. It's sort of in that middle, like, do you just go all English, or do you try to do 50-50, or try to go appease and be all Japanese? And it's something we haven't figured out yet, but as a community, we're all making do. For me, we're basically an English speaking company, but we have staff who speak Japanese when we need it. But for the most part, no, we got by. But it's not something that I would be recommending to people, like, yeah, don't worry about Japanese, you're going to be fine, because I know I've closed a lot of doors as a result of that.